Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Julie Bride. I'm a Nigerian YouTuber based in Canada. I'm super excited to be discussing this particular topic. Okay, now guys, the thing is I've actually made this video before, and somehow some part of the clip got missing, so I couldn't post it. So I decided to make a new one for you guys. Just because of you guys, I decided to go through this stress like twice. But that's okay, that's fine. Welcome to my channel. So if you're a new timer, if this is your first time passing through this channel or seeing this beautiful lady right here, or seeing my beautiful channel, please don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And for my old subscribers, you guys are my OG. I love you guys. Thank you guys for your support and for everything that you do for me on this channel. Your comments, your like, subscription. I love you guys for it, right? So that's why I'm actually doing this video for you guys. Okay, so you guys may already know what I'm about to discuss because the title already gave it all out, right? So I'm going to be discussing or talking about how to apply for studies. I'm going to be giving you guys details, like tips on how to apply. I'm doing this because I know a lot of people, since I came to Canada and since I posted on my social media that I'm studying in Canada, I've actually been getting like DMs from people, up to about 3 persons on Instagram, and a lot of people from my WhatsApp group asking me how I did it, if I used an agent, I should connect them and all that. So for my studies, for my school, like getting admission into a school, I did it myself. I and my husband, actually, if you've watched my story, how I got denied or something like that, the video I made, you definitely know that I mentioned my husband was actually the one that started the whole process for me. Then I joined him. So we actually did it ourselves. So I'm going to be giving you this step. Trust me, to apply to a school in Canada is actually not difficult. Once you meet all requirements, or once you have all requirements needed, it's actually not a big deal, or it's not difficult. It's not a situation or something you have to go and be paying an agent or something, or paying somebody to help you do. It's something you can easily do yourself. As far as you can use the internet, you know how to use Google, you're good to go. Okay, so I'm going to be giving you guys the steps. So first thing you need to know, sorry guys if you see me looking down, I actually wrote down the step because I don't want to forget anything or miss out on anything I have. So another thing is, please, all what I'm going to be discussing here is the step I took, is what I did. I don't know if there is any other way or any other step or something that maybe some other people use or they did, but this is my own step. This is what I did. And so far, this is how I know that they apply for schools. So now, first thing you want to know about, or first thing you have to do when planning to come study in Canada, or when planning to apply for studies to any universities or college in Canada, depending on the course you're coming to do, they have, it could be like a BSc program, it could be a master's program, it could be a certification program, or it could be a degree program. So let's assume, for example, you're coming to school in Canada and you already have a degree before in Nigeria, right? And you don't know whether to use masters or to use a BSc, like a fresh program to come. First thing I'll say, or first thing I always advise people, if you're coming to Canada to school and for the purpose of relocating, a lot, like majority of us actually come to Canada to school for the purpose of relocating. Like, I don't want to, I'm not going to spend this amount of money schooling here and then returning back to my country where I'm going to be working and I would be receiving peanuts, right? So the pay here is better. It meets the standard of the school fees or something that I'm paying. So for the purpose of relocating, if that's your purpose of coming here to study so that you could actually get a better job here, I would advise you go for a program not less than 2 years. that's just for me, because after schooling there are still a lot of process, or the other process you still go through before you get your PRO residence. For you to get your permanent residence via study permits, you have to have spent 3 years here. So it's actually just good not to go through the stress of applying for postgraduate and trying to get a permanent job that would help you apply for your PRO. But once you get a school, or once you school here for like 2 years or 3 years max, and maybe for 2 years you get your postgraduate study permit. After the 2 years, postgraduate study permit is actually 1 year. So once you're able to get your postgraduate study permit after 1 year, after 2 years of study, you get 1 year. That's already 3 years for you, which already qualifies you for your PRO, or for you to apply for your PRO. So once you get a permanent job, it's easier for you to apply for your PRO. But once you do a short course of like 8 months, 1 year, I don't really know how the process go. I don't know if you have the opportunity to apply for postgraduate study permit twice. So I don't know that. My advice is try a course that is 2 years and above. So after discussing that, the next step is trying to pick a course. Now, if you already have a degree before and you're coming here and you want to study here, I would advise to use something that, or choose a course that is related to what you've studied before, or to your former degree. Why is that? It has to be a link, right? Like they have to be in psych, whatever you're coming to do, because definitely getting your study permit is not just the only thing. You're going to pass through immigration, applying for study permits. So when you're applying for study permits, they are going to ask you, like, part of your explanation, because you're going to write an explanatory letter. So your explanatory letter, you're supposed to give them a reason why you're coming to study and why you're studying that course. So it's only fair, or for you to be of more advantage, to link whatever course you're coming here to do to the previous course you've done before. But then again, there's some people that actually switch from social science to science courses. I know I'm a nursing student here, so I know some of my classmates that are Nigerians as well, that studied accounting in Nigeria, that are in nursing school with me. Some studied law. I have a friend that she did both, I think both masters and BSc, whatever, was on law or accounting, I can't really remember, and she's studying nursing, right? But then she was already here before. So I don't know how the process go for PRO. Sorry, not for PRO. I don't know how the process go for applying for the visa, if it's too different, but because you have to definitely explain, like link the two courses. But then again, some people actually go for a better course where they know that they have more job opportunities. So if definitely science, like nurses, medical courses and all, you definitely have better opportunities, right? Like you don't have to be searching for a job immediately you graduate. I know of some people, some of my friends that just graduated from this same university that I am in, and they are already getting jobs. Like some of them have already gotten job. I did makeup for one, graduation makeup for one, like yesterday or 2 days ago. She already got a job, and she's leaving today, Sunday, as I'm talking. She's actually leaving this city, going to another city where she got a job. Is like 3 hours away from here. So she says she's going today to start work tomorrow, Monday. So I'll be Tuesday, I can't remember, but to start work this week. So yeah, on the medical field, it's easier to get jobs. So hence why a lot of people actually switch to medical field. So with that being said, try to link it. When you get here, you could actually change your course. Once you get here, you can actually still change your course and go for the course that you want to actually do. So it just makes more sense. Why I'm saying that is because, just imagine yourself as an immigration officer, somebody telling you, oh, my first degree, I studied law and I'm coming to study medicine. Like, how is it even related? Why? So even if you're changing your course, you actually have to give a detailed explanation, a good reason to say, oh, this is why. maybe I did law because I didn't really love it, but my parents wanted me to do it, so hence I did it. But medicine has been my dream job. I love helping people, and I've been looking for a way to be able to save life. This is the opportunity. Yet you have to give a detailed, like a good reason, a convincing reason for the change of profession. But other than that, you can actually just continue or do something related to your former field. So after that, next is go on Google. Type on Google, depending on the course. Let me use accounting for example. Universities universities in Canada that offers accounting. Now, once you put universities in Canada that offers accounting, list of universities will come out. Before we even go to universities, there's a step I'm actually missing. Now, if you already know about Canada, or you already have people, you might have family members or friends or family friends, right? Or cousins that are already in Canada that you're in good terms with, or you guys are already discussing, and they live in a particular area in Canada, and you plan on coming to live close to them or to live with them. So you can, instead of searching for, depending on the province they are in, so instead of searching for universities that offer accounting in Canada, if this your family friend or these people are in Ontario, you could type Ontario or universities that offer accounting in Ontario. So the universities will come out in Ontario. If the person is in Alberta, if this your family members are in Alberta, type universities that offer accounting in Alberta. It's depending on the province. There are a lot of provinces. But if you don't have family members, yeah, this is the thing. Or if you don't want to stay close to your family members, you don't mind. You're someone like me that don't mind going to somewhere, like you're not scared of going to a place that is very new, that you know no one. Yeah, I came here, I knew nobody, right? So if you have that mind like me, if you're someone that don't care, that feel like okay anywhere, so now first thing you want to check for is check different province. But the first thing you want to check for in provinces or in location is this amount of living, like standard of living. Should I say standard of, or cost of living, sorry, is the cost of living. So you have to check cost of living. The first major cost of living here is rent, right? So you have to actually check. Now you go to Kijiji. Maybe you want to stay in Ontario. Go to Kijiji. Type Kijiji is Kijiji. So type Ontario and put rent. You understand? You might want to stay in a 1-bedroom or in a 2-bedroom, depending on if you're coming with your family members or if you're coming to school alone. Or you can put 1 room. They have shared apartments where it might be 3-bedroom flats, but they have different tenants in different rooms. So you have your own room, but the kitchen, the bathroom, and the sitting area might be shared, but your room is your room. So depending, those are actually cheaper. So depending, type Kijiji, type 1-bedroom, type shared room or shared apartment, or type 2-bedroom, duplex, whatever amount, the type of house you feel you want to live in. Type it and see the range. Now that is just, it's not like specific to Ontario, right? There are places in Ontario that are expensive. There are still places in Ontario that are cheaper. But you definitely, once you type Ontario, you just get the frame, like the average amount you think you need, and check if it's something you can actually chest, or if it's a bill you know you're okay with, right? You can. Love you. You want to lie down? Yeah, go lie down on the chair, okay? Sorry guys. So you want to know if it's something you can afford, if you can afford the average of rent that you see there. Fine, you know, okay, no problem. Then you can also check, go to, instead of Ontario, go to Alberta, type Alberta in Kijiji and see the prices or the price range of houses there. And also go to different, they have BC, they have Quebec, they have Newfoundland or Newfound, I can't remember, Newfound whatever. So they have different provinces that you could actually check on Kijiji to see their rent, average rent. That is just one. They have other expenses that you definitely like, electricity, water, and other bills that you can pay, but rent is actually just one of the major ones that you definitely know that you would pay. You can't escape it. So once you narrow down the province you want to stay in, and you know you could afford their rent there, another thing is you want to also check, after checking the rent, you want to also check for job opportunities depending on your field in that area. Because definitely, except you already have a money saved up that can carry you through your years of school or your duration of schooling year, that's fine if you don't want to work. But if you feel like you want to work, you definitely need money to sustain yourself as well while you are here. Then you want to also check for job in that area that you've picked, right? In that province that you picked. So for you to know if there are jobs opportunities for you. So you go on Indeed, INDEED, indeed.ca, and type the area. You see where they will put search or something. So you put the area you want and you put the kind of job you're looking for. They have remote control jobs, work from home, they have different jobs there. So type the job you think you want there, and or you think you can do there, or something related to your course or related to what you're doing. Type it on there and you see the amount of jobs that is being posted there. Then you know, okay, they have high job. Like definitely, if you see up to 400 jobs before you apply to like 100 of them, you definitely get great opportunities, right? So that is just the first step to selecting where you want to stay. So you've now narrowed down to the location you feel you want to stay, or the province you feel you want to stay. So for those that really don't know what province is, if you're in Nigeria, province is like a state. Now provinces are very big, you understand? Canada provinces are big, right? So province here is like a state. Let me use Edo State for example. A province is like Edo State, but they now have different cities inside the province. Like in Ontario, they have Toronto, they have Thunder Bay where I'm staying, they have Ontario, they have London, Ontario, they have Mississauga, and they have Winnipeg. Like there are different cities, and now these cities can be very big. Don't feel like, oh, because your uncle or because your brother or because your sister or family friend or parents are living in Ontario, right? To now say, oh, you want to stay in Ontario, you can be living in another city that is like 17 hours. Like my city to Toronto is 17 to 18 hours drive. That is how far. By flight is 2 hours. That is how far the cities in the same state is. To other states, my city is like 8 hours to Winnipeg, maybe it's 14 hours or 15 hours to Mississauga. Like different places is actually far. So their space. That's why I said, no, you want to know where that person is staying, and type and look for schools in that area. So with that being said, now that we've narrowed down to province and maybe to cities or town, you now want to search for universities. Go on Google, type on universities to that particular location that you want, or universities that offer this course to that particular location, to a particular province that you want to stay in. So once you type it, university will come out. Click on the universities, you see where they put international students. Go to international students, you see where they put requirement. So now you want to check, okay, so to requirements. Now you want to check the requirement of that particular school. What I always advise, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Look for different schools in that area. Ontario have a lot of good universities in different cities, actually, not just in one city. So look for different universities that offer that course. Go down and check their requirements. So look for the ones that you meet their requirement. You have all the documents they need. There are some schools that requires English proficiency test, my school didn't require it. Not like they didn't require it, because I had English in my WAEC certificate. I did English in my first degree, and because I've had my first degree, so they didn't request for it. But now some universities do request for it, so you have to put that in consideration when looking for universities as well. So now, once you open and see their requirements, different provinces have a body that governs their university. For Ontario, they have OUAC, Ontario University something something. For Alberta, they have My Alberta e-service something something. So for different provinces, they have a body that governs their university to keep in standard. So now, once you've been able to find the university you want, you've seen their requirements, you can now go to another page, open the Ontario, or even from that university, you can actually click and register with the body that governs their universities. If it's Ontario, I think the university would redirect you. I think the university link you clicked on, an application, if you want to apply, you see where they put apply now, it will definitely redirect you to their governance body, to the site that governs them, or the whatever that governs them. So you have to register with that province, right? So you register there as an international student, then you now see the list. So what I did for Ontario and Alberta, I'm going to put the link in the description box. So what I didn't go directly from the school. After searching the school that would wanted to use, we now went to the body that governs and registered. Then from there, list of universities that are in that area would come out. So you pick the university you want to. Maybe you already made your research about, you pick that university, and then once you click the university, you now register with the university. A folder is going to be opened for you, or a folder, yeah, or I think a folder is going to be opened for you. Under that folder, you now see all the things they needed. It will not be there, so you have to be submitting them one by one. All the certificates you have, or all their requirements that you've already have, you have to put them one by one. Your transcripts, your first degree certificate, your WAEC certificate, you have to put them one by one, and it will show you if you have any outstanding documents that you need to upload. It will let you know you have outstanding document. Now, uploading these things takes time. Like, it doesn't have to, not like it takes time, it doesn't have to be like at once or in one day, right? Submit the ones you have while you're getting the others ready. For example, you can submit your degree certificate, you can submit your WAEC certificate, you can submit other certificate that is needed. Then for your transcript, like when I applied, Uniport had to apply to Uniport, pay them for them to send my official transcript to my school now. So it took like 3 weeks. You get, so I've submitted all other documents, but I was waiting for my transcript to get there. So immediately my transcript got to my school year, they uploaded it to my folder. You get, and I got notification that it was submitted, it has been uploaded. So you definitely see your documents that you've submitted. You see the ones that are remaining, the outstanding one that you need to submit. You see everything, and once you do that, I think they have international bodies or people that will definitely reach out to you via email. If there's anything else you need to know, they'll tell you, or they'll tell you your admission is waiting. So it takes a while, maybe 1 or 2 months, depending on how fast the admission is going and when you applied, for them to get back to you to tell you whether you got the admission or not. So if you get the admission, they'll definitely give you conditional admission offer. So this conditional admission offer is actually not the major admission offer or enrollment offer. It's just like, okay, they are considering you, or they've considered you for a slot in that course. Now you have to pay, I think, acceptance fee. Once you pay your acceptance fee, then they will now give you a full admission offer, which you would now use to apply for your visa. So another thing I forgot to say, you also want to check reviews of that university. If you've picked a university, I think I missed that, you actually check the reviews. Definitely they will definitely have students that will review that would give a review about that university online, and you can even find some on YouTube. Yeah, you can even find some on YouTube. Type the name of that university, you see where students talk about the university and the program. So you can type the university and the program to see if that university is good for that program for you. You get. Another thing I want to say is start your application on time. Don't wait, right? Start on time. So now if you're starting a program, you actually want to know when that program starts. There are some programs that start September. Majority of programs start September, which is the fall season. Some start January, which is the winter, while few maybe offer courses during the summer. So you want to know when that program in that university is starting. If it's starting by fall, if it's starting fall, that's September, you have to start. Definitely admission usually open. If you start in September, admission usually open like maybe November, December. So you have up to like February, March to apply for that course. So once you apply, or during that period, once you apply, and another reason why you have to apply on time is so that they have to attend to you on time. So you have to get your admission letter on time and then start processing your visa application, because visa application takes time. Although I hear now it doesn't really take time because they have a new portal, but when during the period I was applying, it actually took time. Like it used to take up to 90 days for them to respond to you, or for you to get a reply from them. Some time might be shorter, some time might be faster, so it just depending. But have an average of like, or know in your mind that it's going to take the process of like maybe 3-4 months, right, for your process, if you're being approved, for you to go through this process. So 3-4 months from like March would be like maybe July, August, which is already school resumption, right? And you want to be here on time as well. Don't come like a week to, or 1 week or few days to when your course is starting. That was a mistake I made. So you want to actually come maybe a month too, so you can be settled in. You can settle down and look for a house, because searching for houses here is not easy. And even after getting the house, the process is actually longer, because they will need series of documents from you, especially as an international student, as a new person here. You don't have any credit history, you don't have history of rent and all. They might require you to open an account and give them a void check for 1 year or for 6 months or something. Just depends. So it's actually a process. You have a lot of things you have to do, like getting your SIN number, getting an account, a whole lot for you to do. So you have to actually come on time, at least 2 weeks to when your school is resuming. And because of COVID, I actually came like few days before my course started, but the issue I had was I had to quarantine for 2 weeks. So the first 2 weeks of school resumption, I wasn't attending class because I was in quarantine. So, but now that they're lifting restrictions, I don't know if you have to quarantine or anything. I don't really know, but just put a lot of things into consideration. You're coming to somewhere you don't know, so you have to get settled in, so you don't feel like rushed. You're just coming, you're starting school, you have other things you're doing, and you're just all over the place. So you want to settle in, right, first. So come on time. So another thing you also want to check is if the school you're coming to offers health insurance, right? Some school do offer health insurance, but not fully. Like my school, they do offer health insurance. They offered me, I have health insurance here, but it doesn't really cover a lot of things. I discover now that if I'm to take in and if I'm to get pregnant and wants to give birth here, I'll definitely be paying a lot of things out of pocket. It doesn't cover, my health insurance doesn't cover that, because I just have health insurance of my school. I don't have health insurance of Ontario yet until I'm a PRO or something like that. So check if they offer health insurance, and then Yeah, I think that's majorly what you need. Sorry guys, I'm checking my book to see if I'm missing any step. So I think that's majorly what you need. So let's go over the list again, right? I'm going to go over the list again. So firstly, you have to make research of the province you feel like you want to go to, or where you have your family members. Then next is you want to check for their minimum wage there and the rent, the cost of living in that province. Then you have to now check for universities that offer the course you want to go to there. Then you register for you check on the requirements. Yeah, you check for the requirements and the tuition. Oh Jesus, I forgot to mention the tuition. Hey, why did I miss that? Please, that is one of the important, like that's one of the important thing you can ever or you will ever do. Don't forget that step. Check for the tuition so you don't get here and feel like I didn't know it was this expensive. No, international student fees are very expensive. So depending, it ranges from universities to universities. It's not, and from courses to courses too. Depending on the course you want to offer or you want to go for, their fees are slightly different. So you want to check if your pocket carries it or your bank account can carry that course, right? So you want to check for the course. You want to check for the fees. Don't forget that step. Like, check for the fees. If it's something you can, that's why I said don't check for just one universities. Check different universities in that area that offers the course you're coming to study. Then check for their fees and check for the one that is lesser for you, that you can afford. That's an important step. So I don't know why I forgot it. So check for the fees. The next thing is register for the course or check the reviews for the course. Then register to the province governing that university. Then register to the university, create a folder, submit all your documents, all the requirements they need, and wait for them to get back to you. So I hope this was helpful. And one thing I want to say is, guys, actually make Google your friend. Make Google your friend. Everything you need to know is on Google, right? So for the visa process, I don't know if I'm really ready to give out that information because I really don't know. Not like I'm not ready, but I need to do more research, more findings. I don't just want to come and say this is what I did. No. Visa process is, so I want to actually make correct findings, do my own research before coming here to tell you guys, oh, okay, this is the step to take and this is the step not to take. All right. So for now, I'll say bye, and I hope this video was helpful. If you've watched to this extent and you're yet to subscribe, please do subscribe, except you don't like the content I'm giving out. But if you do like the content I'm giving out, and if you do love or like this beautiful lady sitting on your screen right now, please do subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. If you want to see videos like this where I talk about Canada or things in Canada, please comment down below and let me know, so I would be giving you more content about Canada. If you like me to do lifestyle vlog or makeup or something, tips that I've been doing, comment down below, so I'll definitely know what you guys would like to watch more. Is it beauty, like makeup? Is it try on all, or is it immigration stuff or Canada stuff? So let me know in the comment section and I'll be waiting to reply in the comment section. So till we meet again, or till I do another video, see you guys. Bye.